Hello everyone and welcome to Shark Dress Gaming, and today we're back with some more Pokemon VGC 2016 Showdown. Luckily I remembered to record this for you guys. It's 2:30 in the morning right now, so we'll see how many people are online. I almost forgot to do this because there's the PGL battle today. I'm like, oh, video's done for tomorrow. I'm like, wait, VGC goes out every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And speaking of that, thank you guys so much for everybody who stuck with us on the movement over to Showdown. It's really appreciated. I know it's not as fun as Battle Spot, but we're still learning, and that's the main point of this series. At least from my perspective, I want to be learning with you guys. Excuse me, teaching you guys and learning with you guys. So we're back with the Mega Altaria team. I think we'll only do 2 episodes of the team just because we have used Mega Altaria before, and I kind of want to keep on a schedule. I forget where we got messed up, where I missed a Monday or something, where we got a day behind, but I think we'll just skip a 3-day Mega Altaria thing, and we'll move straight on to the next team. As long as I can think of a team over the weekend. So yeah. Hopefully you guys are okay with that. Be sure to hit... Excuse me. Hit the like button. Of course, after you've seen the episode, if you're enjoying it. Also to kind of get that the popularity going with these, so that people who didn't know that we were switching over can see that and switch over with us. I tried to keep like the branding the same so people still know it's VGC, but you never know. And also share these videos with your VGC friends who are trying to learn or want to learn further or can help us. So any which way, we're going to get into the battle here and see what we can get. We're going to go for about 20 minutes again. But we see a Kyurem White, a Primal Groudon, Talonflame, Smeargle, Kangaskhan, and Ferrothorn. So probably just a straight up Ice Beam, Kyurem White instead of Blizzard. What does he lead? He could lead Smeargle, Kangaskhan as a typical lead for this kind of thing. Could lead Kangaskhan, Talonflame, or Smeargle, Talonflame, or really anything. So I think Weavile will be really, really good. And then if he brings Talonflame, Smeargle, we're going to have to figure out how to deal with that. Also, if he brings that Kangaskhan. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I think the Rotom will be good, and then we bring Kyogre in the back, and then we need Groudon for his Ferrothorn. So Kangaskhan, Smeargle. Kangaskhan, Smeargle. So I expect the Smeargle to protect and the Kangaskhan to Mega Evolve and like Low Kick. So I'm going to fake out the Kangaskhan and Will-O-Wisp it. So this all relies on him spiky shielding with the Smeargle because he sees Weavile and he knows that I don't want him to Dark Void me. So typically those Smeargles go for spiky shield on turn 1. Typically I'm still trying to attack them just to see if they're going to try and sneak through it. But we can't really risk our Weavile going down here either. There's a spiky shield. So we get the fake out off, and it's important that he Mega Evolve too, because then he can't inner focus. So now he's got a burned Kangaskhan, which is even better. Accuracy, raise, attack, drop. That's not good for us when it comes to Smeargle. But this turn I can Icy Wind. Oh, I don't have Protect on the stupid thing. I can Icicle Crash to try and make this. What am I trying to say? Try and make the Smeargle flinch, and then we're going to Hydro Pump. Oh, Icicle Crash connects. Low Kick still able to knock out Weavile, even with the burn. And Tailwind from Smeargle. Interesting. Typically, you'd see the Dark Void. I don't know the last time I even saw a thing. Smeargle with Tailwind. We're going to see Ferrothorn come out here, though. That's perfect for Groudon. I was going to bring in Kyogre, so that actually works out perfectly for us. And then here, I can just Precipice Blades, and I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Ferrothorn, just in case it tries to Power Whip my poor Rotom. He's going to Low Kick. It's not going to do very much because he is burned. Precipice Blades knocks out the Kangaskhan, misses the Ferrothorn, unfortunately. We get the Will-O-Wisp off, which is going to, of course, burn it. He's going to Leech Seed us. It's whatever. And in comes the Groudon. So I'm just going to Precipice Blades here once again, and I'm going to actually switch out my Rotom for my Kyogre. Actually, what I could do here, I'm going to switch in the Kyogre and Hydro Pump to Groudon. we're going to get this play off here. So we're going to switch out the Groudon. I'm expecting him to protect Ferrothorn. This is why I switch out Groudon and didn't worry about... Oh, he Precipiced. I mean, that's going to miss my Rotom. Hydro Pump connects with the Groudon, knocks it out, and now we just have a burn Ferrothorn to worry about, which is just fine. We'll be able to take on that. Even without these two Pokemon. I mean, I'm not gonna switch in my Groudon for any dumb reason. So I'm just going to Ice Beam the Pharaoh, Hydro the Pharaoh. He hasn't protected the Ferrothorn yet, which I find interesting. He can Leech Seed all he wants and get all the stuff he wants back. I'm going to Fire Punch him right in the face with Groudon, so it doesn't really matter. There he finally... finally protects. Again, he's just wasting my time, your time, and his time doing this, so... Ice Beam, Hydro Pump. Not a worry in the world about this Ferrothorn. Maybe he thinks I don't have a Fire-type move. Sometimes Groudons don't run Fire-type moves for some reason. I don't understand entirely. I eat Gyro Balls here. I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, he can protect this turn again. But both Pokemon should survive the turn, and as long as I connect both moves next turn, actually he might not die from it. No, he won't die from it because of all the Leech Seed recovery. But again, Fire Punch will get him. Oh, he gets the double. Good for you. Now I can bring Groudon, and you get no Leech Seed from anybody. So, how are you going to deal with that, buddy boy? How are you going to deal with that? I mean, kudos to you to getting it up to turn 10 and surviving this long, but Fire Punch. See you later, alligator. Alright, so picking up round one instantly picking up round one here. Now we're going to go on to the next match. Another Kyurem White Groudon team. Interesting. But this one is actually a Gravity team, so he's probably got Blizzard. The unfortunate thing is my Weavile does not have any Dark-type moves. So if he leads with double Ghost, we aren't looking good, but what can I do? Oh, I've got Altaria. I can to take care of the Sableye, I can just bring an Altaria. I don't know why I forgot Altaria's on the team. Could I have used Altaria last match? I don't know. But honestly, Rotom Wash and Kyogre fills out the rest of the team pretty good. So let's see here. He leads Sableye and Kyurem. Perfect. Perfect. So I get to fake out the Kyurem, Mega Evolve, Hyper Voice. No problems here. Hyper Voice. Oh, almost get the double KO. But Weavile outspeeds Kyurem White, right? Yep. Kyurem White Weavile. I'm going to Icy Wind, though. Actually, no, wait. There's no reason to Icy Wind. Faint? Will Faint get Kyurem from here? Oh, but he's going to be Sash. So I'm going to Icy Wind and Fire Blast. He's going to Encore me into Fake Out, though. Very nice. Oh, God. Icy Wind knocks out the, not the Whimsicott. What am I trying to say? The, what am I trying to say? My mind just shut off. The Altaria. Jesus. Alright, I guess Ice Beam Whimsicott. Surprisingly does... Oh, Grass Whistle. Oh, Grass Whistle. How I hate you. Alright, I guess we just go for Thunder there and Ice Beam again here. He's going to switch out into the Groudon. Nice play switching the Groudon there because that's where I was trying to Thunder. He's going to Grass Whistle my Rotom, though. I'm going to wake up with Kyogre, surprisingly enough. Get the thing down to Sash. Here I'm going to Will-O-Wisp and switch the Kyogre out for the Weavile. Going to Grass Whistle again. That's annoying. Oh, Gravity's up. I forgot. Gravity does return to normal, so we do have a chance to not be Grass Whistled, and I can just Muddy Water here. I can just freely Muddy Water. He protects and Moonblasts. That's interesting. You would think you'd switch out the Groudon. What is going on here? You'd think you'd switch out the Groudon here. He's going to Draco Meteor. I'm going to survive. Does Groudon go first? It does and connects. I mean, it didn't end up mattering, but you'd think you'd switch out Groudon instead of just protecting it. I would have switched in the Kyurem, personally, and done something with the Whimsicott. So I guess maybe that was the better play. I don't know. I don't know much about anything, apparently, because he won. So we're going to find our next match. I completely forgot Gravity was up, so Rotom got demolished there. We see Raichu, Mewtwo, Clefairy, Salamence, Whimsicott, and Groudon. This isn't like this match and last match and then the match before. I wanted Taunt on Weavile so badly, so I might just have to give up on that. The dream of having speed control of this team and just give Weavile Taunt. We do. I'm going to lead. I'm going to lead Weavile. Do I want to bring Altaria again? No. I think Ferrothorn's better. It's a weird thing to say when I say it out loud. No, let's go with Altaria. And then Kyogre. Let's bring Groudon. Let's go double primal this match. Weavile against Mewtwo, Clefairy, and also this thing. What I'm Altaria. I'm gonna feint the Mewtwo and Mega Evolve Hyper Voice because I expect to protect, expecting me to fake him out. That's what I expect when I expect things. Protect, there it is. So feint, bop, break the protection, and then Hyper Voice. Oh, that does nothing, Altaria. And then he Icy Winds. Okay, I see you, big doggy. Alright, I'll see you. I'm going to Icy Wind here and protect once again. Actually, that protect doesn't really matter. I'm going to Icy Wind, Hyper Voice. Icy Wind, Hyper Voice, because the protect on the Altaria doesn't matter if we do the speed drop on Mewtwo, just because Mewtwo's going to outspeed us anyway. He's going to straight up Flamethrower my Weavile. Interesting move to have on Mewtwo. Hyper Voice doesn't knock out Mewtwo. What is going on with Altaria today? It's sucking it up. He's going to Icy Wind again, though. And here I can just bring Groudon in Precipice. I can just Precipice all over your pie head. Should I Precipice or should I guarantee with the Fire Punch? I'm going to Fire Punch to knock out Clefairy. For sure, and then Hyper Voice. Ice Beam. Oh, that's going to knock me out. Bop. See a Clefairy. Alright, so we guarantee the Clefairy's gone. And now I can bring in Kyogre, which will scare the Salamence. Scare the Salamence. So here I just go for Precipice and Ice Beam. Precipice and Ice Beam. You very well switch the Salamence out, but if he has the Groudon on the back, it's not going to want to take an Ice Beam, I'll tell you that much. But he could protect Salamence this turn and attack my Kyogre with Mewtwo, or just not protect at all. Oh, he protects the Mewtwo, gets the Tailwind up. Precipice Blades is going to miss the Mewtwo, but I do get the Ice Beam off, which is going to hit KO Salamence. And then in comes his Groudon. So he's going to be able to get a double attack off here. I'm going to protect my Groudon and go for Ice Beam on Mewtwo. We've seen Flamethrower and what other move from this Mewtwo? He crits me. I think that matters. I mean, it knocks him out, but now it's a -1 Groudon versus a normal Groudon, so he misses though. Ooh, this might look good for us, kids. As long as we connect this Precipice, we do. So we got lucky on the miss, but what else did that Mewtwo have? It had a little we found out because it had Side Strike. It critted us, so we got lucky there. So that ended up mattering. But I don't know. I don't know, kids. RNG, that's the name of the game. They call it RNG Mon. So it looks like we'll have time for 1 or 2 more matches here. Sorry I'm drinking so much water. As you can hear, my throat is also bad again. So, you know, nothing new. Tasty. Okay, we have Amoonguss, which I have not seen in quite a while. Another Raichu, a double primal, a Crobat, and a Gengar. So I'm going to lead with Weavile. I am going to lead with the Weavile. Then I don't think Altari is going to be good here at all. There's 3 poison types, for God's sakes. He must really hate Xerneas. Plus he has Kyogre. So I think my little cheeky guys, they could both come here, but I'm using Weavile. I think Rotom's going to be better out of the 2 of them. So I'm going to lead with Groudon, and then Rotom and Kyogre in the back. So we see Crobat and Amoonguss actually lead off here, so I'm going to fake out that Amoonguss for shizzle. Fake out the Amoonguss and Rock Slide. I could just Icicle Crash that Amoonguss, though. I could. But we'll save that for next turn. I don't know that the Crobat needs a Tailwind here. It might. It did. I don't know if that's going to be enough to let Amoonguss outspeed us. So I'm going to Icicle Crash the Amoonguss. And Rock Slide again. He's going to Super Fang. Icicle Crash misses the Amoonguss, though. Oh, boy. But we get a flinch on Rock Slide. Perfect. So now I can... Rock Slide's doing how much to Amoonguss every turn? Almost 30%. So I'm going to Icy Wind. Actually, you know what I can do here? Yeah, I'm going to Icy Wind and Precipice Blades. Just in case he switches into Groudon. Perfect. And Kyogre. Even better because I was going to Fire Punch. So Icy Wind's going to drop the speed on both the Pokemon as well, which is another really great moment for us. And then Precipice Blades. Ooh, almost knocks out both Pokemon, but unfortunately does not. So here I'm going to switch Weavile out for Rotom. And then I can just protect my Groudon. I could go for Precipice Blades, but I don't want to miss, and then he knocks out my Groudon. Hence why I'm not doing it. So here I can bring in the Rotom. And he probably goes for Precipice Water Spout. Earth Power, even better, we're levitating. Water Spout should not... Oh, that does nothing. Oh, especially after he's been Precipice Blade. Why did he do that? So here I can Thunder and Precipice. Yeah, his Kyogre has no health left. I don't know why it went for a... Excuse me. I don't know why it went for a thing. I mean, Precipice Blade's double knockout. I don't know why he Rage Powder there either. Crobat and Groudon. So here I can just go for Thunder on Crobat. And I should be able to Fire Punch, knock out Groudon from here. Oh, Earth Power, but I do survive it. Bop. That knocks out the Groudon. Thunder actually misses the Crobat this turn, which is the unfortunate thing about running Thunder, but Crobat's not going to be able to win because its only attacking move is probably Super Fang. So it's going to be in for the long run. So one more match here, and we'll see if we can pull out... I think we've had 4 battles, and we've had 3 wins, 1 loss so far. So we see a Primal Groudon, Zapdos, Mega Salamence, Xerneas, Whimsicott, and Weavile. So I want to lead my own Weavile. I really do. And I think Ferrothorn is going to be really good here against Salamence and Xerneas and Whimsicott and Weavile. It all hits pretty hard. And that loses Zapdos and the Groudon. So my own Groudon's going to be good against both of them. But I think we have to go with double primal here. Just to be able to ensure our victory. Alright, come on, dude. Come on, dude. I want to go to bed so I can get ready for work in the morning. Alright, so we see Whimsicott and Zapdos lead off. Zapdos. So here, I'm going to Icy Wind and Gyro Ball. Icy Wind and Gyro Ball. He actually switches out the Whimsicott for the Groudon. We get the Icy Wind. It's going to drop the speed. It actually misses the Zapdos. Zapdos actually carries Heat Wave, interestingly enough. So here I'm going to bring in Groudon. I'm going to go for Feint on his Groudon just to make sure he doesn't do anything dumb. And then I'll go for Precipice. Yep, there's the Protect. That's why I fainted. Pop. None of that. And he sets up a Tailwind. Precipice Blades. Misses the... Okay. So, what we do now... Icicle Crash on Zapdos. Precipice Blades. He's going to Heat Wave, which will knock out. Precipice Blades doesn't knock me out. Bop, see you later. Oh, we could have avoided so much damage done to our poor Groudon. And now he's got a Whimsicott and a Zapdos against my dumb Pokemon here. So, what we can do is just Muddy Water. I guess go for Rock Slide. Oh, he just Moonblast knocks out my Groudon. Thunderbolt is going to do almost 50 and paralyzes me. You've got to be kidding me. We're getting all the RNG back on us now. That's what ends up happening, kids. You get enough RNG and eventually it's going to turn back on you. So he can just Moonblast Thunderbolt here. I don't know what he's thinking about. I mean, he could miss Thunderbolt. That's really the only thing that could mess him up here. Which he does. Oh, we get paralyzed. Oh, we can't catch a break this match. I mean, he could miss another Thunderbolt. But we get a special attack drop, so we wouldn't have been able to knock out Zapdos anyway. Oh, our life is over. Anyway, guys, one last sip before we end the episode off. Thank you so much for joining me today. I was just making sure those weren't notes that I was getting all wet. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure, again, to hit that like button if you enjoyed this episode, and to share it with friends that are trying to learn VGC or just interested in VGC at all. See what they think about it. This, of course, is VGC 2016. We're on the tail end here. We're almost to Worlds, and then we have to finish out the year. So technically, we still have like half the year left. It's only, actually, it's the 7th, almost the end of the 7th month, so we got a few months left before VGC 2017, which should be pretty interesting. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll see you next time. Stay sharp, everyone, and if you have any suggestions for Pokemon that we should use next week, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, we're going to get going. Once again, stay sharp, everyone.